Today I'm looking at page 209 of your SAB book. We're going to look at subtracting mixed numbers with like denominators that involve regrouping. When I need to regroup a fraction, the only reason I would need to do that is one of two things. Either I have made an improper fraction, so I need to regroup and make the whole number larger, or in this case, when I'm subtracting a bigger number on the bottom than from the top. When you're older, you'll learn about negative numbers, but for now, we need to regroup the whole number to make a different fraction. So I'm looking at number 12. I have 6 and 2/8 minus 4 and 5/8. I know that the 2 is smaller than the 5, so I can't subtract 2 minus 5. So in the case of when I'm regrouping, I'm going to cross out the whole number and I'm going to take it away. I'm going to take 1 away, which leaves me with 5. If I take away one of these, you need to imagine them like they're fractions. A 6 would really be made up of 8 eighths 6 times. So I'm adding 8 eighths 6 times. Well, if I take one of those away, I need to turn around and add it to my 2/8. So therefore, instead of a 6, I now have a 5, and instead of 2/8, I have 2/8 plus 8/8, which I know is 10/8. So I am going to be making an improper fraction on my top number so that I can now subtract. So that I know 10 minus 5 is 5. My denominator stays the same. And now I can subtract my whole number, 5 minus 4, which is 1. Let's look at number 13. I have 4 and 1/5 minus 1 and 3/5. Again, I need to regroup. So I'm going to pull out one of those fractions out of the whole number. 4 is going to turn into a 3. I want to show you a little trick. When you added over here 8 eighths, you really are adding this 2 plus an 8. So over here, I like to think of it as I'm just going to add the denominator and the numerator together. And that's how I'm going to get my new top number, my new numerator. So 5 plus 1 is 6/5. And so 1/5 goes away. Because really I'm adding 5/5 to 1/5, which is going to give me 6/5. But my little trick is that you're going to add those two numbers together to make your new improper fraction. So now I have 3 and 6/5 minus 1 and 3/5. I know 6 minus 3 is 3, and my 5th will stay the same. 3 minus 1 is 2. So 4 and 1/5 minus 1 and 3/5 becomes 2 and 3/5 after I regroup. Let's look at problem 14. I cannot do 1 minus 4, so I need to regroup. I'm going to pull a fraction out, leaving me with 4. I'm going to add 6 plus 1, which is 7. Denominator stays the same. And I like to cross them out just so that I'm not confused and I don't want to add them accidentally. Now I'm going to do 7 minus 4, which is 3. My 6 stays the same. And 4 minus 3 is 1. Hope this makes sense and you are ready to start some homework.